What's going on, everyone? It's Kyle here, Azora Hype, and we're ready to have a great time. Happy Sunday, everyone. Getting excited for the episode this evening. Of course, there's been a lot going on with Game of Thrones this week. HBO, there's been a leak. Apparently, the episode has been leaked, and everybody has watched it. But for this stream, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows this is going to be a spoiler-free stream, and we're not going to be reviewing the episode. So if everybody could be respectful in the chat and just make sure you don't spoil for anyone else that hasn't seen the episode, that would be awesome. But what we're going to do is we're basically going to hang out. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to get some questions in. You guys get to ask your questions. Ask them to me. We're going to have a blast. We're going to hang out and get hyped for tonight's episode. So how's everyone doing today? I'm not wearing my usual Azora Hype gear. I'm dressed down today, just relaxing. Got the fan on. I have some snacks for this evening that I'll be making. And yeah, let's see who's all in the chat here. Sunny McLeod, we have Eros, Adrenaline, Tina, Sarah, Neil Anderson, Ano Nothing, Linda Seabright, Shahed, Lauren's Corner, Helena, Vaughn Landstein, Jacob Morris, we have Wesley, we have Simon, we have Sarah, Miss Chrono, Samid. The Night King is actually in the chat. We got Nissa is in the chat. Rick Rains. Who else? We have Sarah, Phil H. We have a bunch of people up in here. That hello guy said hello earlier. But what's going on, everyone? Let's start a Q&A and let's have some fun. No leaks today in the chat, everyone. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get hyped for the episode, but no leaks. All right. There's that hello guy. Carrie, Ashley, what's going on? There is a lot of Sarahs in this chat. So basically what we're going to do today is we're going to hang out. You guys get to ask your questions, and we're going to go over some cool stuff that's going to be happening on the channel. George is actually going to be setting up a website this evening, and it should be up by tomorrow, and we're going to have T-shirts finally. I know I've been behind the ball on that one, so yeah. But we're going to talk about a bunch of cool stuff today. Shahad says, what do you think the directors this season? Do you think the guy who directed the Battle of the Bastards should do the season finale and series finale in season 8? Yeah, I think that Miguel Sapochnik should absolutely do the finale for Game of Thrones. That would be awesome. He has done some. If he did Hard Home right, I think he could do the finale of the series. No, Sundays is just me, everyone. Sundays is just me, and I promised that I would. Some people were asking just to do streams with just me. Gemma is on our stream Thursdays and Mondays. So some people have watched the episode. Q&A, do you think that Arya will die this season? I have a bad feeling about her. Sammy, yeah, I absolutely do not think that Arya is going to die this season. She's part of the end game. And I think she has a big role to play. So she's going to do something absolutely badass, like take out Littlefinger. And the Starks, she has to meet Jon again, right? Wouldn't it be bittersweet if she didn't meet Jon again? So I think that has to happen. Hey, Roadso, what's going on? Blocky PP, will Dany burn the gold or keep it? Good question. It's possible that she burns the gold, but I think she's definitely going to win this battle. I mean, Cersei's won a couple, and I think we have to remember what Robert Baratheon said. What's the bigger number, 5 or 1? Cersei replied 5, and then Robert said, no, the answer is 1 because all of the people who are united behind one idea is the stronger force. So I think that Daenerys is going to win tonight. What's this guns and goggles? Norma, how do you see Jon and Dany getting closer? What will cause it? Good question. I think that obviously maybe one of Dany's dragons getting hurt. That could possibly be a thing. And Jon consoling her about that. We know Jon has a direwolf. But I think overall, Daenerys understanding that fire and blood isn't the only solution. You know what I mean? I think that Tyrion and Varys will be a part of that as well. But I just think that, obviously she has respect for Jon already. But I think that she will really admire the way Jon approaches things. So I think that's how they will become closer. But they are definitely attracted to each other. What do you think the Citadel is capable of doing? Good question. I do think there's people that are not agreeing within the Citadel. I think that Archmaester Ebrose indirectly gave those scrolls to Sam so he could find that information. It could be that there's like some censorship going on there. Yeah, I think that that Sam is going to have to bolt at some point soon. I mean, we only have, what, 4 more episodes in the season? Who knows if he shows up in the next episode? Jeez, I mean, it's quite possible that Sam has 2 more episodes left at the Citadel. He's got to get back to Winterfell at some point with some information, right? Arya's definitely not going to die. Woo! Everybody's getting hype in the chat. Everybody, let's spam some fire emojis in the chat. What's going on, everyone? Ain't no nothing. Is the Dornish army just going to sit on their hands, or are they going to find a way to fight for their late princess niece? Good question. It's possible that they are completely written out of the story, or it's possible that they get behind someone like Daenerys after she's dealt with Cersei's army in the next episode. So we could possibly see that happen. Oh my God! We get a $50 donation. This is from Helena von Lenstein. It's gin o'clock, folks. Everybody cheers. This is for your contract, Kyle. Say hello to Lena. Helena. Helena, actually, I got some bad news for you. Lena Headey actually canceled. The day we found out that we were going to be interviewing her at Dragon Con, which is in Atlanta, me and George were going to Atlanta September 1st. We found out that she canceled that day because she will be filming another project. So I really appreciate the donation, obviously, but me and George are still going to go there, and we're still going to go interview all the fans, and they might have someone replace Lena there. So they might get someone else from Game of Thrones, but we're going to go regardless because me and George want to start building the channel's reputation, not just for Game of Thrones, but we want to do vlogs and show what we can do for everyone, not just for Game of Thrones. So we're still going to go, but thank you so much. $50 donation. Wow, that's amazing. I do have a GoFundMe page in the description of this video. I did link it. Me and George just literally found out that we're going to Dragon Con like on Friday or Thursday. We're going to be representing Watchers on the Wall. We're going to be doing some interviews. We're going to interview the fans and try to get the pulse, because Game of Thrones is going to end that Sunday, and then the Thursday after we're going to be in Atlanta. So we're going to be going down to Dragon Con, and if any of you want to help me get there, the description in this it's in the description, the GoFundMe, if you guys want to donate any money at all. If you don't, totally cool. And I also have Patreon. They have super special rewards for the channel, like early access to my write-ups and videos and stuff like that, if you feel like supporting the channel. So thank you so much for the $50 donation. Everybody show some love to Helena down in the chat. Q&A, will Jon find out about his parents? Yeah, absolutely. He's going to find out in season 8, though, and I believe he'll be Samwell, Bran Stark, and Howland Reed. Howland Reed, Mira's going to come back into the story, and Howland will confirm it for everyone. Q&A, Bran will show more emotion seeing Arya and Jon. Whew, you know what? I was really upset at the way he acted with Sansa. So I really hope he shows more emotion with Arya, but I'm not sure, man. Like, I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I really hope so, but I mean, you think Arya would be more understanding though, because she's experienced the magic of the Faceless Men? Well, the ways of the Faceless Men, like there's a magic ambiance about that, right? So that's a possible thing, that maybe she understands Bran more than Sansa, because Sansa doesn't have that experience. I gotta scroll up here. Thank you, everyone. Wow, that's amazing. A massive donation. How will you rank the seasons of the show from favorite to least, including season 7? Geez, season 7 isn't even over yet, so I can't really say. Season 3 is my absolute favorite. Season 3, season 1, season 6. Geez, season 2. They're all really, they're all really good. I mean, I like every single episode. There's not an episode that I don't like. I mean, I know some people will be like, "Oh, Kyle, you're too optimistic." Honestly, I fucking love it all. I love it all. So, I'm sorry if that wasn't a good enough answer. But yeah, me and George did have we were going to be interviewing Lena Headey, who plays Cersei Lannister, and she canceled the same day that we found out that we were going to be interviewing her. And yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, but me and George will literally figure it out. And yeah, that's going to be like a lot of money Canadian, Helena. That's going to be like $70 Canadian, which is awesome. Thank you so much. We need as much help as we can get, because we literally got no time to plan for this at all. So. King of All Freedom says, will House Stark and Targaryen survive till the dawn? I think that House Targaryen, well, Daenerys is going to die. I'm certain of that. Jon is going to take on the name Stark and Targaryen, maybe, so that he might be the only male heir left that can reproduce, because I don't think Bran's going to have any children. So Yeah, I do think that they'll survive. That's my answer. Da-da-da-da. Jamie will break free once he realizes it's all over. Well, I mean, he's going to break free from Cersei, that's for sure. Do you think Gilly's child will play some bigger role part of the story? Absolutely. The White Walkers want the 100th child from Craster, 100%. What's up, Sean? What's going on? We have almost 200 viewers in the live chat. What's going on? We have 6 hours left until the episode, which is awesome. But do you think Bronn will get his castle? Jeez. You know, I don't think he will in the end. I don't think he will. The Stark reunion is very bittersweet so far. I got to agree. We know that these events have affected them hugely, but you know, most of us thought that they would be able to come back to some sort of form of habit from being together. But I don't know. I have a bad feeling about it. I mean, is Jon even going to meet up with Arya this year? I don't know. I think they might even completely miss each other. Well, we do know that Arya is going to be in the next episode, so yeah. The boys in the well. I think we should invade those goddamn dirty White Walkers and get them to stop stealing our jobs. Bran is no longer Bran. He's the shapeshifter. The three-eyed raven inhabits his body. Well, I don't think that he's not Bran, but all the three-eyed ravens' consciousness and memories are within Bran. All of them are basically one person, downloaded within Bran. Yes, Bran is still Bran, but Bran is not Bran at the same time. He's achieved some level of transcendence, kind of like a Buddhist monk. He's very monkish. Kind of ego death, like the faceless men have. Do you think? Do you have withdrawals? Yeah, yes, of course. I have withdrawals right after the episode. Guys, I do videos every day. You know how bad my withdrawals are? Bad. Christine Bradley, do you think the three-eyed raven has skin changed into Bran? Yeah, I think that all of their consciousnesses are in one person. So all the memories, that's what Bran's saying. He's seeing everything in pieces, but all their memories are inside Bran. House Stark will live, absolutely. What's up, Gidane? What's going on, my friend? Will Arya and Gendry marry? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen, but they will reunite. Miss Chrono, what's going on? Catherine, hello, nice to see you. Should Dany trust Varys? Did he or someone else betray Dany by giving info? I think it could actually be Qyburn that's well informed. I mean, he is the master of whispers. He has his little birds everywhere. It could be just a situation where Qyburn is just really well informed. But yeah, so many houses are extinct. Yeah, there's going to be many more by the end for sure. Bronn will betray Jaime. I'm not so sure about that. Woo, get another donation. Juliet, House Stark and House Targaryen will live on. Thanks for believing, Kyle. Everybody spam the wolf and the dragon emoji in the chat if you believe so as well. Rahul says, when Azor Ahai forged Lightbringer, he immersed it in water in a lion's heart and failed. Finally, he put it through Nyssa's heart. In this season, Dany's forces fought in the sea and then on the rock. Yeah, you can also argue that for Jaime. So I think the Azor Ahai prophecy is happening on multiple levels for multiple people. I think that multiple people will help fulfill the prophecy. Sir Fifth, what's going on, my man? Q&A from Rachel. How do you think Jaime and Tyrion's reunion will go? Well, it's going to be better than before because he knows that Tyrion didn't kill Joffrey. So Jaime may or may not listen. I'm not sure. I mean, he's probably still going to be really stubborn because Jaime is an idiot right now. The Order 1884, Kylie Q&A. Thanks, man. Kyle, not Kylie. Do you think Bran needs an ADSL internet filter? Jeez. Yeah, he needs something to help him out. I think that he's probably overwhelmed right now, but he will achieve Zen at some point. But all this him being the Night King stuff, that's false, man. He's there to fight the Night King. He's the end game against the Night King with Jon. I'm a big fan. Nissa says, I'm a big fan of Azor Ahai. Nothing I love more than a sword to the heart. Oh my god. And no spoilers, guys. We're keeping up the no spoilers. 230 viewers. Let's get up to 300. Let's see if we can get to 300 and stay high. Do you think Sam will leave the Citadel? Absolutely. Episode 5. He'll leave the Citadel. King of all freedom. In season 8, Jon will get back to Winterfell on a dragon with Dany, and there will be a Stark reunion. Yeah, I absolutely believe there would be a Stark reunion. And Sean Brock says, how will Howland Reed factor into the story? Well, when will he make his glorious return? Well, Samuel and Bran, they both have their perspectives on how they figured out Jon's lineage. Sam is going to find it from the Citadel. Bran's going to find it in the Vision, but Howland Reed was actually there. And we know that most things happen with the threes, beginning, middle, and end, soul, body, spirit. All of these kinds of things are happening within the story. So I think that Howland will be kind of the third person, or like the third head of the dragon, to basically confirm Jon's lineage. He will tell everyone because he was at the Tower of Joy with Ned. Everybody knows that. JP Diving says, tu es le meilleur, Carl. Merci, mon ami. J'aime parler le français puis faire la conversation en français. Merci. Black EPP, do you think Cersei will offer the Sand Snakes back in exchange for a victory in a battle against Dany? They're completely written out of the story, everyone. Ilaria and Tyene, they're going to be rotting in that dungeon. They're officially dead. Ryan, I didn't know you changed your name. I haven't been on YouTube much. Yeah, we did a brand name change, buddy. It's been a little while now, 2 months. Azor Hype, do you think Howland Reed has a big part to play because he has seen the Island of the Faces? Yeah, he trained with the Order of the Green Hand, and in the books it's stated that he can't green dream like Jojen, but he can speak to trees, and I think that Bloodraven or the Three-Eyed Raven was in contact with him. So yeah. If Grey Worm dies, do you think Tyrion and Missandei will fall in love? No, I don't think so. Q&A. Can you list all of the Red Gods champions up to date? I can. I can name some of them, some new ones that we have. We have Sandor for sure. Sandor is going to be a champion of the Lord of Light. That's one. He's going to be. He has been kissed by fire. By his brother. There's a few, but Jon is one. Dany's going to be one. We'll really see. Melisandre may also go over to Volantis. I just did a little video on this this week, and she may go recruit the Order of the Fiery Hand, which is 1,000 soldiers, never less than 1,000, never more than 1,000, and they protect the R'hllor Temple and the Great R'hllor Temple in Volantis. So that could be what's happening. Wesley says, Azor Hype, Q&A, when will we see the Hound again, episode 5 or not until episode 6? Jeez, I don't know. I hope that he's in the next episode, but I think that he's probably going to be in episode 5. So yeah. Sorry, everyone. I'm just trying to keep up with that, everyone. Dernièrement, oui, je parle français. Je suis franco-ontarienne. Merci pour regarder les vidéos. What do you think about the Samuel narrator idea, says William? I like it. I like it, actually. It would be cool because it would kind of like a nod to Lord of the Rings from George. Bilbo Baggins telling his story, the Fellowship and whatnot. That'd be cool. Fahad, a lot of hard work goes into each and every episode. Piracy and leaks from everything. Yeah, man. If this shit happens for season 8, I'm campaigning against it. I think okay, season 7, whatever. It's too late. But season 8, the integrity of the ending of the story needs to be protected. So I really hope HBO figures this out. Maxim, do you think that Jon is going back to Winterfell or is going to Eastwatch by the Sea? I hope he's going back to Winterfell, but it's possible he's just going straight north because Jon is about that business, he's about, Sluice Friggins, Missandei Sully Grey Worm's brains out. Yo, yeah. Francisco, guys, sorry. We got 256 viewers in here. We got more people. We got Linda, Patty, and we have Biotic Flux. We have Jon Snow in the chat. Jon Snow Targaryen, Sluice Friggins, Francisco, Carol, Jim O'Donnell, Carrie, SC Garrett, Delia, Sean. We have Famar, Kay, Nan, Al-Easy, Eduardo, Julie, Sir Fifth. We saw earlier. We saw Helena who gave the $50 donation. Starting that donation train. Thank you so much. Back to some questions. Do you think the Lord of Light is the true God? I don't really think there is a true God, but I think that the side of the living definitely needs their help. Q&A, King of All Freedom, which house will take over Dorne? I want House Dane. Jeez, yeah, that's a possibility. We haven't seen them at all so far. I really hope we see the Sword Dawn get involved in the story, which would be awesome. John Pagoya, what do you think of Melisandre is going to Volantis for? I just answered this a couple seconds ago. I think she's going to go recruit all the Red Priests and the Order of the Fiery Hand, the 1,000 soldiers. And she's going to bring some ships over. Let's see what else is up. No other channel will tackle this theory. Do you think Bran has anything to do with the Mad King? People have tackled this theory, Trinon. People have definitely tackled this, and we've actually talked about this on the live stream before, but it's definitely possible. Maybe Bran gets stuck back in time and he tries to affect the future by affecting the past type of deal. I don't know. There's going to be some sort of scenario with a paradox that's going to completely screw shit up. But I really hope the ending of the story is not geared towards just time travel shit. Barrack Bloodwolf, do we finally see the Brotherhood again this week? I need more Hound in my life. I know I need more Hound in my life. Jeez. I don't know. This is the shortest episode of the season. I'm going to say no. Cindy, Q&A. Will Sam be able to leave the Citadel if he gets a hold of evidence of Jon? Yeah, I think he can get the fuck out of there. I mean, he'll have to steal some. I think he'll have to steal some books. Leslie, Azor Ahai, dinner time in Scotland. Place for you. What's up? I'd love to come visit Scotland. Euron is being backed by the Iron Bank. I don't know about that. I would love to see more direwolves in the show. I mean, yeah, I would love that. Robert, what's going on? Let's see. There's going to be a huge twist in the end of the story. I mean, it's probably going to be a Bran. The Vivir says, Q&A, do you think Jon Snow will return to Winterfell this season? I want to say yes, but I don't know. It feels like when all the Starks left Winterfell in the first season. I don't know. I really hope he gets back to Winterfell. I'm going to say no, though. Rick Reyes, do you think Jon and Dany will shake their sexual tension? Yeah, they're going to bang. They're definitely going to bang. Dabienne, bonjour, comment ça va? Fame Arcade says, when did Arya have to die? This episode? Fame, stop trolling, man. Do you think that Wolf and Dragon... What? Garrett, I do not understand what all those emojis mean. Black Olive, what's going on? Emily says, do you think we will get a flashback this episode or all this season? I feel like it's getting too far into the season. Yes, I think it's going to be in one of the last two episodes. Rhaegar Targaryen at the Tournament of Harrenhal. We're definitely going to get that. And I think we're going to see Rhaegar and Lyanna married. I actually did a video on it this week. So, yeah, if you want to go check that out. It's called The Marriage of Ice and Fire. And, yeah, I think that's going to be Bran's vision. What's going on, Green M&Ms? sorry, China. I'm glad to answer most questions within reason. Yeah, me and George. I guess I can tell you some ideas that we're having for the channel. I mean, me and George want to go over to Northern Ireland, Croatia, Iceland, and Spain for a week each to go before season 8 starts. I'll probably do something with that. I think we're definitely gonna go. So we might come over to Scotland maybe for a couple days or something. Let's see. What do you think of the season so far? Do you think that Samuel will ever leave the Citadel? Yeah, Samuel is definitely going to leave the Citadel. I answered this earlier, and I think that the season's great. I mean, the pacing is definitely different because they have to jam so much in every episode. But yeah, I'm enjoying the season so far. It's awesome. I mean, less. I mean, the last two episodes I think are going to be more amazing than the other ones because they're longer. I mean, 71 minutes and 82 minutes. Oh my God, I can't wait! Can't wait. Are we going to see more of Jack and Agara? Yeah, if we see more of the Iron Bank, I think that if the Iron Bank doesn't get their money, they might hire the Faceless Men to get rid of Cersei. Darren Glenn Q&A says, what if Varys heard in the flames that he will betray his queen, and that's why Melisandre said he will die in this strange land? That's pretty crazy. It could parallel possibly the Jorah stuff, like where he betrayed Dany. I don't know. That would be pretty interesting, though. I mean, you think we get it? You think we get more red flame visions this season? I don't know. Big NG. Do you think more Jorah Mormont will ride on the Elf Dragons? Oh, sorry about that. Well, do you think Jorah Mormont will ride on the dragons? I don't think so. What will his role be in the war? Protecting Daenerys or dying for her. Robert Vigor, do you think that Arya will play the game of faces with Littlefinger? I fucking hope so. Sir Kaku Babu, you make great videos. Keep up the good work, partner. Thank you so much, my man. Helena von Landstein, oh my God, I have no idea what that means. Ain't know nothing and Helena are having a conversation in German. I hope you guys are saying Kyle looks handsome today. That'd be awesome. Kyle, come to the UK? Yeah, I'm going to definitely visit Gemma in the UK sometime. Will Cersei survive season 7? Yeah, she's endgame. I think there'll be the Night King and then there'll be Cersei in there, and there'll kind of be like 2 big baddies. Cersei will probably survive until like the second last episode of the whole series. Do you expect Bran versus Littlefinger mind games? Absolutely. Bran says he sees everything, so it's possible he fucks with him or something. Carol Funk, so remind me, what Mace, was Maester Aemon gone? Yes. JP Diving, do you think if the Hounds dies, Arya could take his face and fight the Mountain? No, I don't know about that. I mean, I think they would fight him together, maybe. I mean, that would be awesome. Kinvara is right under our noses. She actually got fired, everyone, for leaking some of the scripts, I think, or saying something on Twitter that was inappropriate. She breached her contract. She's gone. Devere, do you think Danny mentioning Jon taking a sword to the heart for his people is foreshadowing that he's Nissa Nissa? No, I think that Danny's Nissa Nissa. Azor Hype Q&A. Danny said Jon lost his tier bros. There's do they know that Danny or Bran's still alive? I'm assuming that at some point, perhaps Jon will get a raven sent to Dragonstone, and he will get notified that Arya and Bran are back in Winterfell. He's got to know at some point. I mean, he's at least got to find out that they're both alive. Come on. We at least got to get that. If he's not going to be returning to Winterfell, we at least got to get that. I would love to come to the UK. I got my haircut this week, yeah, on Tuesday. Yeah, she has a contract through season 8, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she'll survive. So I could definitely pass her in Northern Man. Yeah, I mean, I'm in Canada, Northern Ontario, so Kyle looks like Tormund's son. Thanks, guys. Tormund is a handsome guy. I really appreciate that. Do you think one of Danny's dragons dies this season? Ooh, that's a juicy question. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Daenerys looks, I mean, after this episode, Daenerys is going to look pretty overpowered, beating back Cersei. It's possible that that happens for sure. $301 people watching. Awesome. We hit 300. Thank you so much, everyone. And smack that like button if you can. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so, as I'm going to have amazing content daily for you for Game of Thrones Season 7. So you're not going to want to miss anything. Tamar says, I think Bran will control one of the dragons. Yeah, it's possible that he wargs one of the beasts. His skin changes into them. That would be amazing. 9 Nichols, do you think Bran will withhold all the visions of the future to prevent alterations of time? I don't think he will, no. I think that he's going to have to tell people information. Night's King. Arya could fight like, I mean, she's going to have, she learned from a lot of different people, from Syrio, from the Waif, from Sandor. She saw Brienne fight. She learned at Winterfell as well. So Arya is going to be absolutely badass. Helena says, at Azor Hype, talking about your me playing guitar shirtless on Instagram. We'll send the video out to the chat. Top 10 moment of 2017. Yeah, guys, if you follow me on Instagram at Azor Hype, you can find me playing guitar shirtless the other day. I just didn't feel like putting on a shirt and I was rocking out. But Helena likes it. She was hitting on me. She sent me a private message telling me how handsome I am. Okay, try none. Do you think the Hound's foreshadowing from season 5, saying that her kindness will get her killed, will actually get her killed? I don't know. That's pretty interesting. I hope not. Richard, do you think the Field of Fire 2.0 battle will be better than the Battle of the Bastards? Ooh. Dragons? Ooh, there's going to be a lot of CGI. This is the shortest episode of the season, right? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. But if you like dragons, then you're probably going to say yeah. for me, I like John more than Daenerys. So. Lawrence Corner says, if you come to the UK and manage to visit Scotland, I'll have given you guest right in my home. I live near some great castles. You promise that you won't stab me in the heart and kill me while I'm over there? Barrick Bloodwolf, do you think Sam ends up the Lord of the Reach by the show's end? Yeah, it's definitely possible that happens. Jon Snow Targaryen says, Kyle, the Charmer of the North. Eduardo Blanco, fake news. Does everybody know what the fake news emoji is, by the way? All right. This is the fake news emoji, everyone. If you think there's fake news out there, call it out. That's the fake news emoji. Awesome theme music. Where's his cleansing tackles? Yeah, I like it too. If you guys want to go check out the artist, his name is Draox, Draoxx, and he does a couple of different songs. Do you think Darian Harris of the Second Sons will join Dany next season? It's possible that Melisandre, when she goes over there, she has an interaction with that. Fake news. Helena is saying that she didn't private message me and hit on me. That's fake news. She actually did private message me and hit on me. She told me that she wants me to visit her in Germany. Lexi says, did Dany foreshadow the dragon's death by saying to Jon, I named them, but my brothers Viserys and Rhaegar, they are both dead now. I think only Drogon will survive. Well, I mean, Khal Drogo died as well, so I don't know. I think all the dragons are going to be dead by the end, people. It's going to be sad. It's going to suck. But they're going to have to make a sacrifice. Make sure I get guests right first. Don't you love the Dothraki's battle cry? Yeah, I do. Maxim Muhammad says, is Dany going to deal with the White Walkers and the Night King with both of her army and her dragons? I think that's not a good idea. I mean, the Night King can he's a necromancer. He can reanimate the dead. So the dragons are definitely, I mean, the dragons are going to be super important to what's happening, right? That's not how Europeans flirt. Whoops. That's actually fake news. I'm just bugging Helena. She's beautiful, by the way. Helena is beautiful. Is there any way we can raise gold for the Hound so we can get him the Valyrian steel sword he always wanted? Oh, Trinon, I love you. That's the question of the day. Everybody spam some fire in the chat for Trinon. I've always wanted some Valyrian steel. Emily Styling. Do you think we will see the Golden Company in the show? Yeah, definitely. I definitely think that we will. It's possible that Euron has an interaction with them, or maybe after Cersei gets decimated by Drogon, that happens. The thing is, we got to remember about the Golden Company is that they are Blackfires and they were in open rebellion against the Targaryens. So Cersei can perhaps find that link that that they want to rebel against the only Targaryen that's left that's known. So yeah. Delico, will the Night King be revealed to be the original Azor Ahai? I have no freaking idea. Night's King, will Arya kill Peter as Robin or Royce? She's going to kill Arya. She's going to kill Peter Baelish as Arya. Story will end with the dragons eating everyone. I disagree with that. I disagree. Spoiler free in the chat, everyone, or you will get timed out. We're having a nice discussion here. Some people haven't seen the episode, so out of respect for those people, I ask that there's no spoilers in the chat. Please and thank you. Everyone hit that like button, and when you post it, post the emoji, the chicken emoji, and the fire emoji. All right. Do we have some more questions, people? What do we want to talk about? We can talk about some theories that we have for the rest. We can talk about the whole rest of the season instead of just the next episode. George is at work right now, Helena. Sunday is just me. Sunday is just me. It's an impromptu stream on Sundays with just me hanging out. You guys get to know me a little bit more, and I get to hang out with all of you. And it's a little bit easier when you don't have two people on the panel. Like, I absolutely love the discussions with George and Gemma, but I can get to answer your questions more. so I can just like scroll down myself, and because when there's a panel, we have to make sure that we're taking time to respect everyone's opinions and let them take their time to answer the questions and whatnot, right? I think Arya will kill Littlefinger as herself, with her brothers and sisters standing behind her, supporting her. Yeah, it's possible that like Sansa spills the beans on Littlefinger, like killing Lysa Tully and shit. That could be a thing. Or Sandor being in the throne room, he could pop pop Littlefinger and be like, hey, you know what I mean? He betrayed Ned Stark in the throne room, like had a dagger to his throat. Robert Tapia says, Tars have Targaryen blood. Brienne is Azor Ahai? No, I don't think so, but she'll be instrumental to the final endgame. Yeah, Leslie, we were just talking about this earlier. I actually did a theory video on this week, and I do believe that Mel's going back to Volantis to bring back more Red Priests and the Order of the Fiery Hand. If you guys want to go check it out, the video is called well, basically it has a thumbnail that says Order of the Fiery Hand. It was out like 2 or 3 days ago, and I talk about how there's 1,000 Red Priest soldiers that will come over to Westeros. Famar K says, who would win in a fight between Arya and Bronn? I think that Arya would. Sir Fitz Horsebane, how pissed will Jorah be when he finds out that Jon is banging his girl? Whew. Actually, I don't think he's going to be that pissed. He has Longclaw, and I think he'll have a lot of respect for Jon. I think he'll get over it. Jordan says, do you think we will see Jaqen H'ghar? Yep, I think we're going to see him at some point. Fabian says, if Jon pets one of Dany's dragons, how do you think she will react? She will definitely be like, wow, I'm turned on by that. She'll be like, you need some dragon glass or you need some dragon ass? Yeah. I like the Sansan theory, Sandor and Sansa. I don't think that's I don't know. We'll see. You guys are lovely. I love all you. And we got some more people in the chat. I'm trying to shout out everyone here. We have Tyrion Landstark, who's made a bunch of donations to the channel. Thank you so much. SM4 Carnage. Yeah, I understand. Some people have to work tonight and stuff like that, so I understand some people watch it now. But thank you for not spoiling it. I appreciate that. Lisa's in the chat. Who else do we got in here? Georgie, Eddie. But the thing is, for me, it's like all the hard work that goes into it. Like I have talked about the plot leaks in previous like live streams and videos and stuff like that. But I won't read a script or anything like that. I have respect for people that work on the show. You know, me and George got to interview Paula Fairfield, who makes all the sounds of the dragons and the White Walkers and all those amazing sounds in the show. I have massive amounts of respect for the actors and actresses. Me and George got to interview Miltos Yerolamo, Kate Dickey, who played Lysa Tully, Bronze Jon Royce, and all these people. So I think that for the integrity of the show for next season, I really, really hope that the ending doesn't get spoiled. You guys will be able to come to the channel, but I won't be able to spoil it for you guys. You guys have to go somewhere else because this is my favorite story of all time, and I just think for the integrity of the story, I can't cover that shit. Yeah, dragon ass. Now let me ask you guys, what has been your favorite moment of this season so far? I'm going to start asking you guys questions. What was your favorite moment of the season so far? What's been your favorite moment of this season so far? Do you think we'll see Ghost this season? We'll definitely see Ghost this season, I think. What do you think? What was your favorite moment of the season, everyone? I think mine was the Sandor Flame Vision, or the Sandor Flame Vision, or the cold open. I love both of those moments. I also really love Jon and Dany meeting, like when they have their little meeting, they're back and forth. Those are really good moments. Let's see what everyone says. Jon meeting Dany, Arya taking out House Frey. I think Arya taking out House Frey was amazing. Give me 10 good men and I'll impregnate the bitch. The cold open. Awesome. Thanks, Rich. Appreciate that, homie. For timing out the spoilers, man. Trinence's favorite moment, the breath of life when Jon came back to life. Jon got introduced to Dany for the first time. The Hound, Nymeria and Arya. Ooh, some people are saying ties. So Jorah and Sam interaction healing. Oh, yeah, that was a sweet moment. That was like super tender, right? We don't get very many tender moments in the show, which is awesome. So because there is a lot of violence and war and all this kind of stuff, you got to think that the moments are few and far between where we actually have happiness. So when that gets to be expressed, is awesome. Darren Glenn says, Azor hype. If the fire lives in Melisandre, the fire lives in Melisandre enough to get that ice with that. You think that a White Walker can't hurt her? I don't know. I think she's definitely killable, but we saw how old she was. She's like 400 years old, maybe. So somebody says the Greyjoy battle. Goodbye to the Sand Snakes is a great choice as well. John T says, I'm actually loving Johnson handling business. Yeah. Rich is the Nightbot. Will Bronn switch sides and join Tyrion? It's possible after he sees the Dragon Queen. I mean, Cersei's pretty crazy, right? Poop and soup montage, says Steven. Come on. Favorite moment was when Drogon was scaring the shit out of Jon Snow. I know who your daddy is. Best episode is Battle of the Bastards still. Tina says, I slept about 15 hours in the last 3 days, and I have to stay awake till 4 a.m. I won't bend the knee to watch the episode. Susan F., thank you for no spoilers. The worst is having to turn off recommendations because of spoilers in the titles. Yeah, none of that today. We're just having a good time. Oh, Grayscale pie transition. Hot pie. The hot pie coming back was amazing, right? What else? What else do we have? I mean, what else is a really good moment? I've been really loving. What else is really good? I've loved Euron Greyjoy. Euron Greyjoy has been amazing. He's been amazing. Oh, we got a $10 donation. Favorite moment? I'm going to have to eat every fucking chicken in here. I'm going to have to eat every fucking chicken in this room. That's one of my favorite moments, too. Finger in the bum, Blackie says. Episode 4 by far. Euron trolling Jaime. The sea battle was awesome. Yeah, I like that as well. I really loved when Euron was coming down on the Corvus, and he's like, Rah! And he has his axe, and he's starting to kill people. Simone says, I think Kyle doesn't care how much, really. I think he really enjoys hanging with us, and each one what he can afford at the moment. Yeah, I just really like hanging out with you guys. What you see is what you get with me. Tyrion's trial-ending speech to the crowd, that was an amazing moment. You are a lucky man by Tormund. Oh, Cersei giving the last kiss to the Sand Snake was amazing, too. Guys, I don't want to time anyone up, but no spoilers, please, 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 please. I want everyone to have fun in the chat, but no spoilers, please. What the fuck, salami? Okay, we got a really cool question here. Being that the Lord of Light and the Old God are playing a role in the endgame story, do you think the fate of the Seven will as well? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think some actual characters embody the fate of the Seven. Like Arya is the stranger, and Gendry. There's Gendry's the smith, literally. We have the crone and the mother and all that. I think that people are actually those people reincarnated. Anyway, that's the best part. What you see is what you get, people. This is me. This is the real me. I love hanging out with you guys. And thank you so much for the donations, everyone. It's going to be put to good use. Me and George are going to Atlanta, and flights are like $700 at least. Jeez, hotels. We didn't find out that we were going to be going to Dragon Con until a few days ago. So hotels for 3 nights, like $1,000 maybe, $1,000. So it's going to be pretty expensive. So any donations and any help helps out at all. If you guys do want to get a little bit more bang for your buck, Patreon, I have some awesome rewards. You can sign up once a month. The payment comes out, and I give you special access to my videos, some extra hype content that's exclusive, and stuff like that behind the scenes. So, and I also have the link to the GoFundMe in the chat if you can donate. I do get paid a month later from all the donations that you guys give me, so it will be a little bit after Dragon Con if you do want to make a donation. So if you do want to get the donation to me right away, you can go in the GoFundMe in the link of this description. Okay. Favorite moment was when Jon Snow is really ruling and Sansa is being hit to Littlefinger. Yeah, I love Sansa giving some sauce to Littlefinger. Trident says, sorry, I have to ask before I forget. The dagger, do you think it's dragon glass and not a ruby? It's Dragonbone that's in it. There's Dragonbone and there's a ruby. Dragonbone as well. Rachel Stapleton says, do you think Theon should have tried to save Yara? No, I think what he did was right. I mean, Euron could have just killed Yara there and then captured Theon. I mean, I want to see Arya wear the Night King's face. Oh, man, that would be awesome. What else? I want to see more of Lyanna Mormont this season. I always love her scenes. What about that? Bitcoins for answers? What does that mean? If you're implying that I only answered questions from the super chat, then you're completely wrong. I've answered like 100 questions already, Meek. So just be careful. Just keep on, just kick this time out the people that are doing people, no spoilers, okay? We're trying to hang out and have a good time. Best moment, King in the North scene? Yeah, absolutely. Halana says, who is the three-eyed raven before Blood Raven? Stark was, what was the real purpose of each raven? Good question. I'd love to know. That's something that I'd love to see. Yeah, we hit 1,200 subs. I think we're actually like 50 away from 13,000. I think we're going to probably hit that today, which would be awesome. Eduardo Blanco, he loves spamming that fake news. The fake news emoji. Could the cast paw dagger be Lightbringer? I don't think so, no. You want to see the Golden Company and Fagon? I don't know. Maybe they can still include it next season. That'd be interesting. The Mad King, bend them all. Is it possible Lightbringer is in the Stark crypts? We know that Rhaegar knew about his son being the prince that was promised. I think he found a sword, and it was Tower of Joy. I mean, Dawn was at the Tower of Joy, right? Trinet says, that's true. I only donated because he answered a dozen of my questions first, unlike a lot of other channels I have unsubscribed to. This was the first time I'm donating because he answered all of my questions. Yeah, guys, to be honest, I make very little money off this channel. I'm not going to say exactly how much I make, but a lot of hard work. Trust me. To build up to get like to a smokescreen level or something like that where he has like $1,000 to $1,500 coming in on Patreon a month. Like I have like 200, but I got to pay off a new computer that I just bought so I can do better videos, microphones, all sorts of stuff, a camera so I can actually do vlogs. So guys, trust me, I'm not rich. I mean, I mean, if you guys want to donate, cool. I mean, I do ask for help in the GoFundMe's, but I mean, hey, you guys don't have to. I will still make content regardless, 100%, and still answer your questions. Lisa says, where's DragonCon and where? It's in Atlanta. It's in Atlanta, downtown. We're really, really excited. Really excited. The gentleman says, why is the Nice King? Why is the Nice King marching so slow? You know what? I have no idea how to explain that. I have no idea how to explain that. Rick Reigns. Will Danny ever have kids with John? she might get pregnant. It's possible that they have a child together. I think Jon is the only one that can get her pregnant. And by the way, if Jon is a Firewhite, then he can't get Dany pregnant. And if he's a Firewhite, he literally needs blood throwing blood. There will be no blood flowing through him, so he would not be able to have sex because he wouldn't be able to get his ding dong up. So Jon is not a Firewhite. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Fabian Rabelais, do you think Jon and Dany romance could have a parallel with Lyanna and Rhaegar's story? What do you think? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Song of Ice and Fire, things are repeating. History was repeating itself. Things are happening over and over again. Absolutely. Do you think Steven says, do you think we'll see a Tournament Harrenhal flashback? Absolutely we will. It's going to be Rhaegar and Lyanna getting married. The Isle of the Faces, and they're going to meet at Tournament Harrenhal. We have another donation. Sean Aspinall. Do you think Theon will once again be respected by the Ironborn? Absolutely. He's going to get back Yara at some point, and I do believe that he's going to become Theon the Latecomer. If you go research the history of the Ironborn and go research Theon the Latecomer, his story very much mirrors that. So I think that that's what's going to happen. All right, everyone, I'm going to ask everyone to hit the like button on this video. And if you haven't subscribed, then make sure you do so as well. All right, that's the first banhammer that's been handed out today. I will not have that happen again. All right. Do you think the Night's King will react differently to Jon after his resurrection? Good question. Good question. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jon's not going to care. Jon will fight him straight up. That's what's awesome about Jon. Jon Snow is daddy. How do you feel about Bruce Wayne being no? Will there be a big baby bear reunion? Jorah and Lyanna Mormont? Yeah, I think so. Probably next season though. Probably not this season. If you thought Theon's story has a happy ending, then you haven't been paying attention. Have you been paying attention to the story that things don't often happen how we think they're going to be happening? Theon's going to survive the whole story. Watch. Cripples, bastards, and broken things. That's all I have to say. Watch. Theon's going to survive the whole story. Theon will survive the whole story. Watch. I'm telling you. It's going to happen. You heard it here. We have 312 viewers. We have Sean. We're going to do some more shout-outs. Mara J's Starwalker, Starkwalker, Sean Ramsey, Sarah Guthrie, Lisa McLaughlin. I hope I'm saying that all right. Lancers for Life, John T, Sean Aspinall, Simone, Carol Funk, Leslie Powell. Who else do we have in here? Jordan Schrimisher. Ocean Mist. We have Cartez, 9 Nichols, Scarlett Compton Bellu, Eduardo Blanco, Ariel Lavecchia. What's going on, everyone? Mike Conroy, Dana, Rick Rains. What's going on, everyone? Yeah, I think that Theon will end up being the king of the Ironlands. You know what would be really interesting? George, my right-hand man, who's always on the stream and who will be going to DragonCon with me, he says that Yara's going to lose his tongue and that Theon, since he's a eunuch, that Yara will be the one to reproduce the heiress and Theon will be the one that becomes king. So they'll kind of do it for each other. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. They each have, Theon can speak and Yara can reproduce. So yeah. Carrie says, my favorite part of the season was when Arya was meeting back with up with her beloved wolf, Nymeria. Yeah, absolutely. Q&A, do you think the realm would have been better if Aegon conquered and unified all 6 houses? I think things would have happened like they happened regardless. I mean, I don't know. That's a huge what if, right? Laura Zahai, Jacob Morris, what's going on, buddy? Bonds. David Walker Q&A. Hey Kyle, will Sansa be married off to someone by the end? I don't know if she's going to get married again. If she's going to get married, she's going to have the choice. That's for sure. What is Beric Dondarrion's role to come? Well, he's going to fight in the north. I mean, if they're gonna go beyond the wall and try to do some stuff, then I think he's going to do that. I think they're headed north. The Brother Without Banners and them are headed north, right? Oh, Tyrion Landstark, thank you so much for the $2 donation, my man. Really appreciate that. What do you think about the Night King was Azor Ahai theory? Yeah, I don't buy into that one. But it's possible. Him getting the dragon glass stuck into his chest is very much mirroring how Lightbringer was made and stuff. So, yeah. Will Jon Snow sit on the Iron Throne? If there is an Iron Throne in the end, it's going to Jon. But I think that at some point, I think he if there's going to be a king, it's going to be him. I don't think there will be an Iron Throne in the end. But I think that if someone's going to rule, it's going to be Jon. Or if he's going to be elected, people will choose him. Q&A trying to, do you think we'll see the Faceless Men again and why? Yeah, I mean, it's possible that the Cersei doesn't pay back the Iron Bank and that they hired the Faceless Men. We know that they got a lot of money in the Iron Bank and the Faceless Men are both located in Bravos. So that's a possible thing that can happen. I think that it's also possible that the Iron Bank hires the Faceless Men and Jaqen seeks out Arya, and Arya that wants to cross off Cersei on her list. Cersei's handmaiden, there's something real curious about her. I don't know. I have a really funny feeling that she's going to have her face stolen at some point. JD Stark, is Devon Oliver playing Rhaegar? No, he's not. I actually have the name of the actor somewhere that's playing him. I can't remember who, though. Or at least the rumor of the person that's playing him. No. Sansa will marry Robin so she can get control of the Knights of the Vale. Then his little bitch is going through the moon door. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I think Sansa's just going to get the Knights of the Vale anyways, regardless. Bronze Yohn Royce will just support them after they take out Littlefinger. Oh, cool. Everybody say hi to Patch and Bellum, watching from the Philippines. Actually, everybody, since there's 302 viewers in the chat, we like to do this. I would like to know where everyone is from. If you're from Croatia, if you're from Northern Ireland, the US, UK, Canada, let me know in the chat where you're from. Say hello. Conor McGregor playing the role of Rhaegar, please. That would never happen. It would never happen. Italy, USA, UK, New Jersey, USA, Finland, UK, Idaho States, USA, Houston, Texas, Finland, South Carolina, USA, Texas, Canada, Scotland, Tennessee, India, US, Oregon, Washington, Delaware, California, Finland, Houston, Kansas, Louisiana, Florida, Mexico, North Korea, Saudi, Florida, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Brooklyn, Paris, England, Finland, Caribbean, Cleveland, Ohio, Italy, Cairo, Egypt, Cali, another galaxy, Mithrandio, Washington, Ohio, Fenton, Germany, Montreal, Brooklyn, Prague, Algeria, California, Arkansas, Florida, Washington, Dallas, Texas, Moscow, UK, Mordor, Earth, Alaska, Edinburgh, Scotland, Delaware. Cool. Scotland, Dakota, Montreal, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Wow, we have so many people from everywhere. That's amazing. See what this story does, everyone? This story is the best story there is. It brings so many people together. Amazing. Chi-Town, what's up, man? Ontario, cool. Denver, the moon. I'm loving some of these answers. Shy. Jamie Lannister, Lord Azor, do you think that Jon and his crew go beyond the wall to capture White? It's possible that Jon will be the only one who comes back and the rest die. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, who's all going to go up there? Brienne, Gendry, Jon, the Hound. I think that all four of them survive at least. That's a possibility. Maybe everyone else doesn't. Angelique says, Q&A Kyle, will the sun ever rise in the west and set in the east? I think that part of that prophecy is actually already happening. You know, when she's passing beneath the shadow. I think if they go in the Dragon Glass Cave together, which is rumored, that's passing beneath the shadow. So I don't know. I think because that could be seen as a shadow mountain, I guess. And she went back to basically her home, which is Dragonstone, where she was born. She came back to Westeros before heading over to actually go to war with Cersei. So I think that that's how it can be interpreted, possibly. So, what's the rumor that Aaron Dillon is playing Rhaegar? He's not playing Rhaegar. I can't remember the name of the actor. I have it somewhere. I have a photo of him. But yeah, he's a handsome fella. He is a handsome fella. Jamie Lannister says, thank you, Lord Azor Hype. Love your channel and content, by the way. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the kind words, my man. Really, really appreciate that. We're having an absolute blast today. How many subscribers do we have? Let's check. Let's check how many subscribers we have. The progress has been amazing. I think we're close to 13,000 subscribers. We are at 12,952. Woohoo! And we went from having 220,000 views in 1 month to over 700,000, which is awesome. So we've had 4,000 new subscribers to the channel this month, which is awesome. So thank you so much for all the support, everyone. Really, really appreciate that. What's John's real name? Oof. It's Jaehaerys or Aegon, one of the two. Oh, you're very welcome for the shout out. Thank you for joining and watching. Really appreciate it. Movie Night says, what could Euron do to actually make Ramsay look like a little boy while he could rape his niece and cut out her tongue? Definitely. Could the Caspal dagger originally have been Rhaegar's because Rhaegar had a ruby in his armor as well? Yeah, it's rumored that this could have been Aegon's dagger. So that's pretty interesting. Leslie Powell, Azor Hype, do you think there will be a huge surprise reveal this season, like a hold the door type event? Yeah, I do. I do think there will be one. Like Jaime and Cersei are actually Targaryens. I don't think that's the one, no. I think it will have to do with I think it's going to have to do, I mean, it's going to be a flashback. It's going to be, we're going to see Rhaegar. That's going to be the huge thing. I'm going to go for about 15 more minutes, people. I believe there's another stream after this one with Rarest, I think, and then there's some other streams this evening. So I have to actually get to work and do some stuff. I'm going to be making some snacks. I have some friends coming over for the episode. So I'll take a few more questions, but I really thank everyone for hanging out with me today. Really, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you go in the description of this video and click that subscribe button. And if you do want to become a patron of the channel, I do have some amazing rewards and really cool access to some of that stuff. So if you do want to support the channel, the GoFundMe's down there. We have the subscribe button and we have Patreon. All right, we're going to take a few more questions. I think the big thing this season is going to be Rhaegar at the end of the season. Obviously, the wall is going to fall, but that's expected. We need that to happen for the story to progress. But I think it's going to be Rhaegar. Helena says, have you heard the Hodor actor said in the interview Cersei is the Mad King's daughter? Yeah, that was a slip up. That he admitted that was a slip up. But, I mean, it's pretty interesting that he said that. Eduardo said, how will the Northern Lords react when Jon's real parentage is revealed? I don't think they will care. I mean, well, they will care, but I think that they will fight for him even more because he's like basically the true king, like an heir to the Iron Throne. I mean, they got to stand behind that, right? Even more. So, when's my next live stream? It will be tomorrow night with me, George. Hopefully, Gemma. We're not sure. We're not sure if Gemma's going to be able to join us. She is on vacation, so she does. So she does have some pretty bad internet over there. She's at a cabin type of thing. So yeah, and I definitely think that we're going to have a special guest. I'm just not sure who yet. Rich, if you can also post the link to the GoFundMe, that would be awesome as well. I'd really appreciate that. It's in the description of the video as well. We still have 272 viewers live viewing. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. Do you think Jon will become the new Night King in the end? I don't think there's going to be a Night King. I don't think there's going to be dragons. I think that Ice and Fire are going to cancel each other out. I don't know if there's going to be another pact, although Adam Richards, who is a friend of the channel, has an amazing paper on it and has some really, really awesome ideas on how that might be achieved. So it's definitely possible that that happens in the end. But yeah, tomorrow night we have a live stream with me, Gemma, George, and possibly a live guest. I'm not sure who we have yet. I might ask Next to come on again or someone like that, but it could possibly just be me, George, and Gemma. It will be on my channel tomorrow night, and then we'll be live on my channel again on Thursday. Fire and ice equals light. Heroes. Good point. Reek nude scene? No, I don't think anyone wants to see that. There's no reason for that. All right, I'm going to take 2 more questions, everyone, and then I'm going to go make some food for this evening / relax so I can go watch the episode, go relax and watch the episode this evening. Next is awesome. He's an incredible YouTuber. Miriam says, have we seen the last of Dorne? Yeah, I think that Dorne is straight out of it. Is the wall full of Titans? No. Is Varys a Targaryen? There's a pretty cool theory that he's egg, but I don't think he is. What's stopping Euron from sacking Lannisport while the Lannisters away? Well, I mean, he wants to take advantage of his situation to further himself further to get Cersei to trust him more. Varys is a Blackfire in the books. I completely agree. What can Bran do to actually fight the Night King back? I mean, he can possibly Borg into his mind, perhaps if he gets strong enough at some point, or get information on how to defeat him. Next is great. So Sir Hans, yeah, Sir Hans has great stuff as well. Sardinia Alfredo. Oh man, thank you so much. You're inviting all of your Italian friends to sub to the channel. I really appreciate that. That's so cool. We have a large Italian community here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Leslie says, thanks for putting in the work on these live chats, your channel in general. So many cool subscribers here. Love it. Got to get my wine and cheese ready for tonight. Trinan, really glad I found your channel. Looking forward to supporting you in your future content. Very curious to see what the Game of Thrones spinoffs will be. We're going to end it with this question, everyone. What will the Game of Thrones spinoff be? I think they're going to do some of the Targaryen King stuff first. And I'd be really interested to see like the Blackfire Rebellions and some of those characters and whatnot. But I want to thank everyone for coming live in the chat to hang out with me today. It was really, really fun to discuss this stuff with you guys. You know, I wanted to do something a little bit earlier for all of you people in Europe. I know you guys have been saying that some of the live streams have been too late for you because I usually do them at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow night, I usually do them at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's going to be at 6 p.m. even earlier, so we can try to make sure we get some of you Europe people and world people in here. But I really, really appreciate everyone coming out today. I hope all of you enjoy the episode this evening. I heard it's a really awesome episode. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but apparently it's a really awesome episode. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. The link is in the description of this video. As well, if you want to sign up for Patreon and support the channel or support the GoFundMe, those links are in the description of this video as well. Thank you so much for everyone that made those donations. And I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll see you guys in the next video tonight. I'm going to drop my episode breakdown as soon as I can. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. 7 blessings. Baroto Heiris.